care of most of the concerns I have and the public health experts.
State health officials there have been urging folks not to hold gatherings, even in small groups. CBS News Brief, I'm Cammie McCormick.
.790 AM, 94.1 FM, KFGO.com, the KFGO mobile app. Follow 790 KFGO on Twitter, the KFGO Morning Crew, Doug Leier and Bonnie Amistadi on a Friday morning.
A very special ceremony being conducted a little bit later this morning. Military rites for an unclaimed veteran. Jason Hicks, commander of United Patriotic Bodies, joining us now on the KFGO Morning Crew. Good morning to you, Jason.
Good morning, Doug and Bonnie.
Tell us about it. Leland Durr, there's going to be a ceremony for him today. What's the story, Jason?
Well, on Monday, I received notification that there is an unclaimed veteran going to be buried at the National Cemetery. And what that means is he has no next of kin that are going to be present, no one to present the flag to, basically no one to accept on his behalf. And you see it around the country periodically. It's not a often occurrence, but the first thing in my mind is that we are not going to let his service go unnoticed. So I contacted all the veterans organizations and all the media outlets and explained what we're doing. We are going to conduct a full military funeral for this man, and hopefully we get a good turnout from the public just to show that he's not forgotten.
Wow, Jason, that is so powerful, and thank you for, and we know it's more than just you, but thank you for you and for all the organizations for coming together to do this, and that's one of the things about where we live, North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, is that when there's an opportunity for us to pay respects or to help give someone their due rest, what are you asking from the public today?
If they are to show up, the service itself is at 11. If you're there able to line along 40th Avenue and park there, parking in the National Cemetery is extremely limited. I mean, it's there's no per se parking lot, so it's very limited. So we ask that people park along the side of the road towards the east and salute the procession as it comes down. Because of current COVID restrictions, the VA only allows 50 people at a ceremony. Now, that does not include the color guard, so it's going to be 50 people above and beyond that. However, Cheyenne Maple Church, right next to the National Cemetery, has agreed to let people park in their lot and observe the ceremony from there.
Wow. And the ceremony taking place at 11 o'clock this morning. I imagine if we are going to turn out for this, maybe try to get in place a half hour in front of it?
At least, yep. It's like I said, parking's at a premium out there, and it's pretty remote. And there's no real facilities out there. So I just encourage people to plan accordingly. Don't show up at the last minute because you're not going to be able to even get close to it. But it's going to be I really hope it's a big event. It's sad when something like this happens. But, reality is it does happen. Mm-hmm. And we are going to do our best to accommodate the memory of Mr. Durr.
Jason, is there going to be, has there been any discussion on doing like a web stream, a Facebook Live of the service?
Not that I'm aware of. I know that a few of the different media outlets will be out there. I couldn't say as far as Facebook
Sure.
Live.
Nope, that's okay. That's okay. Just wanted to check.
Jason, what would be the best way, say if someone's coming from the Fargo-Moorhead area, what is the best way, or give us directions, I guess, to the cemetery?
The easiest way is to head north out of town, normally on Interstate, and at, was it County Road 20, 40th Avenue?
Sure.
You'll see the sign for Fargo Memorial or Fargo National Cemetery. You head west towards the Maple River, and you're going to see it. It's on the north side of the road. It's directly next to Cheyenne Maple Church, and I can't think of the address off the top of my head, but it's on 40th Avenue in North. It says Harwood, but it's closer to Fargo by far.
Yeah.
It's only like 3 miles out of town.
I got you. Well, hopefully we have a great turnout for Leland Durr. Thank you for what you guys are doing. This is a very special event, the first that I can recall in all of my years here. So super cool that you are doing that. Jason, thanks for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you. And yeah, this is a first for me too. You read about it, you hear about it, but this is a first that I've personally witnessed. So
Absolutely.
it's going to be good.
You bet. Jason Hicks, Commander, United Patriotic Bodies, joining us here on the KFGO Morning Crew.